Sanjay, let's start with you. How are the Adanis trying to calm investor nerves?
To be very honest, these credit reports are a routine publication by Adani Group since they had hit with Hindenburg crisis. So that's a fact. And this is like 6 months credit compendium where they're mentioning that they have enough cash to service all debt obligation at least for next 28 months. And they clearly said that their major revenue still deriving out of core infrastructure platform. At least 62% of the revenue is coming from there, and they are also they're claiming that they have $6.33 billion worth of cash to meet their obligations, which is rising out of imminent M&As or debt obligation or whatever liabilities they have. So they are trying to reassure the investors and other stakeholders that they have enough cash flows to service whatever debt which is coming across in their business for at least for 1 to 3 years. And they are also said that they have a visibility of this kind of cash flow for next 1 decade.
So we have to wait and see how investors respond when markets are open. Sanjay, put this in perspective. What is the significance of this reported summons from the SEC for Gautam and Sagar Adani? What may happen next?
So, very interestingly, on Saturday, CFO of Adani Group, Haslinda Sen, has put out a tweet saying that this issue is all pertaining to one particular contract of Adani Green Energy Limited, which constitutes only 10% of the total revenue, total exposure of that particular company. And this is nothing to do with the listed companies, but it is something to do with founders. Of course, founders are also very critical, very key things as far as the power-to-power port conglomerate. But what he is saying that he will seek now legal recourse, and he's also in touch with U.S. officers to get a legal advice, and they will be seeking or resorting towards a legal issue now. This is going to be a long-drawn battle. It's not going to end soon. And more importantly, today Parliament session will start, and that is going to be get more political mileage too.
Sudhi, let's get you into this conversation. There's been a lot of speculation over whether or not this case can be, brought forward, whether there can be progress once Trump takes office. We've been hearing from our guest on this very subject. Take a listen.
For Trump, I would think that he's not going to be inclined to be hard on Adani in that, Adani, like Trump, is the businessman. He's praised Trump. He's pledged to invest in the United States in ways that can create jobs. Those are things that I think President-elect Trump would like to hear.
So, Sudhi, the key question really is, how do you expect Trump's relationship with Modi to play into this?
Well, I mean, it's a very interesting thing because, it's a wide open field. But as we have reported, very definitely these allegations against Adani, who's supposed to be and known to be very, very close to Prime Minister Modi, and this is one of the allegations that India's opposition has been making, it's going to put to test the India-US relationship. Will President Trump go out of his way to kind of, ease the tensions and the worries for Gautam Adani? We do not know that. Similarly, it's also a question, as Indian diplomats have been pointing out, that Trump is a very transactional man. So what kind of stuff does President Trump or will President Trump expect from India in return from, for even, say, putting the case in the slow rail or putting it, in the back burner? We do not know, or whether at all he will do that. So these are all imponderables that, New Delhi currently is kind of weighing and trying to figure out.
Is there a sense of whether or not Prime Minister Modi has, sent out the feelers to see how Trump might respond?
Well, I mean, the analysts that we were speaking to when we were putting out our piece have a sense that it's already, it is the most likely thing that India would do is to reach out to President Trump. May not be diplomatically, may not be directly, because India, there are many other ways of reaching out to an incoming administration. But analysts who study India-US relationship very clearly feel that this has already been done. But then we do not have any clear, understanding, confirmation of that from the ground.